Hello friends, Kisan is here again and welcome you in this video tutorial. This is the continuation of my previous video. There we started converting this Hello Spring MVC web app from XML configuration to fully Java based configuration. So we had written two classes, right? First we had written webconfig.java class, and this is the basically substitution of this Spring web configuration file. So now whatever things we had configured in this XML file, all those stuff we have moved into the Java class, which is called web config, and this class basically extends web MVC configured adapter class. And we have created a bean, right, that represents basically internal resource view resolver, right? So this is the bean we have moved into the Java itself. And in component scan we have registered the two packages, basically what we have configured like this, so that moved into the Java. So that basically we have covered in the previous video tutorial. If you did not watch my first part of this video, then I request you to go and watch that part and then come to watch this video, right? So these things we have created from the scratch, so that's why I'm telling you to go and watch my previous video right now. And we have safely removed, I had deleted a Spring dispatcher configuration file, a Spring dispatcher.xml file, this file from web-inf. Now we have another configuration file is called web.xml, that is also called deployment descriptor. So this XML file also I want to remove. So first of all, you need to create a Java class which basically represents this XML file. So that's why we had created another Java class which represents basically this web.xml. So I had given the class name as servlet initializer, and that implements basically this interface is called web application initializer, and this interface is having a method is called onStartup. So we have to override this method, and here you can see this code also we had written from the scratch in first video. So first of all, you need to create a object of annotation config web application context, and this context is nothing but the object of this guy, this class. And here we have a register our configuration file, which just we have created. This configuration file we will have to register by calling register method. And again, context, in this context we have just setted we call the set servlet context, and this servlet context we have just passing to this method. And after that, this container is nothing but object of servlet context, we called add servlet, and there we have passing servlet name as dispatcher, and here we have passed the servlet dispatcher servlet object, right? We have created dispatcher servlet object by passing this context as an argument, right? And we have also set a load on a startup. So if you look into this XML file, so basically, so first of all we have registered dispatcher servlet, and then we are just here you can specify the load on a startup. If you want, you can start up load on a startup any 0 or positive value. This represents if you have a more than one servlet in your configuration file, then in what order your dispatcher servlet in what order your servlet is going to initialized. So that's the meaning of load on a startup. So we have only one servlet, dispatcher servlet, and we want this should be initialized first, right? So here basically if you look into this initializer class, then we have given the set load on a startup value as 1, and in this configuration file we have given the URL pattern. So URL pattern also we have given as a slash. Now we have written a Java class which represents this web.xml. So now safely we can remove this web.xml as well. Okay, so that I have deleted. Now to run this application, if you look into this web config file, so here we are using this class JSTL view.class. So we required a JSTL file as well, right? So here what I will do, we required a JSTL file as well. So I have a JSTL file in my one of the project, JSTL 2, so this JSTL file I'm going to copy my lib folder as well, and these are the dependent jars we required. So those jars I have kept in the lib folder, and we required an extra jar file is called JSTL, right? So that I have copied. Now everything is on place. Now let's run this project now. Cool. Now we got the output. That means we don't have any XML file in our configuration in this Spring MVC Hello World, right? And still our project is running successfully. If you look into the controller class, then here basically we are getting output by calling this request handler method, right? So if you look into this method, we have a @ request mapping does not have any URL pattern. So basically that works, that taking the URL pattern of controller level. So, and if we hit another, if you want to hit this method, then you will have to use this URL pattern slash welcome again, and if you press enter, then we are getting another output from this controller method, right? So this is the logical view name, this is your model name, and this is the model object. So model object, basically we are calling the service class which returns this string, right? And that is we are storing in this model name, and the same model name we are using on the welcome page.jsp page to retrieve this value like this, and we are getting the output. So now our project is completely XML free, right? And all configuration related metadata we have moved into these two configuration file. So I hope you enjoyed learning this video. This video has a one previous part also, as I said. So if you watch, then you need to watch both part to understand 100%, right? So here if you look into this initializer servlet, right? So there are a couple of ways we can implement this class, right? So what is the another approach to implement this class that I'm going to explore in next video series. So I hope I'm expecting you would be there, so that we'll learn together how to implement this servlet initializer in different ways. So please be there, and this code I'm going to put on the GitHub, and GitHub location I will specify in the video description itself. So thanks for watching, and see you next video tutorial.